In February 2022, a YouTube channel called Addicts posted a video with a Cosworth specialist called Lee Stevens. In the video, Lee went to look at a car his friend was sending to auction. The car was covered in dust and had been unused for a long time. The Cosworth turned out to be a very nice example. It was low miles, original panels, good history, everything you would want in a car. In the second video, Addicts posted the Cosworth went to Hampson Auctions and looked exactly like it did in the garage, covered in dust. Now, the hammer came down to £48,000, unfortunately falling short of the reserve. Lee managed to talk to the highest bidder, a gent called Jonathan, and they struck a deal and the car was sold. The new owner, Jonathan, had the car sent to RS500 Cosworth specialist Paul Linford for a full overhaul and to get the car roadworthy and usable. Let's go and see the car now, speak to Paul and see all the work that's been done. Tell us, Paul, what have you done to it?
What haven't we done?
You've done a lot, have you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously with any car being stood for a long time, you've got to make sure it's fit to drive, really. So, if I can remember everything, it had new fuel tank, main fuel pipes, fuel pump, fuel filter, obviously everything drained and cleaned out and new fuel put in. Brakes overhauled, so it's had reconditioned calipers on the front and rear, new distance pads, new brake flexes because the original rubber ones had perished, so and we can't get them anymore, so unfortunately we've had to put the more modern steel braided ones on.
Right.
So it's had all the brakes overhauled, it's had obviously a complete engine service, so it's had a new timing belt, tensioner, all the oils, all the belts, you know, the power steering belts, the alternator belts, all power steering rack because that was leaking, all the power steering pipes, everyone was replaced, new fluid, new track rod ends, all new bushes at the front end. It's had a lot.
Extensive. Did you put an exhaust on it in the end?
Full system front to back, because it did have an original system on it, but it was just corroded. It was being stood to. It's had a full system from the downpipe right to the back, one of the reproduction original ones. New tyres, although they haven't been fitted yet, they've just arrived, so I've got the tyres to put on it tomorrow, Toyo Proxies. Yeah, so quite an extensive amount of work, really. You know, I think we mentioned it in the first video that people think, oh, it doesn't cost a lot to get these barn finds back on the road, but if you go through them properly, it does.
I was going to say, if you do it properly.
Exactly, you know, it's had new brake pipes on the back.
I mean, we're going to forget things, aren't we? There's going to be bits what you forget to mention.
You forget.
You changed the gearbox oil, stuff like that?
Yeah, that was changed, diff oil was changed. So it's had everything, basically. It's had absolutely everything done. And it come time, I'm sure Jonathan won't mind me saying, just over 7,000.
Right.
With labour. But you forget, sounds a lot of money, but the exhaust system is 1,200 quid.
I think you mentioned the radiator as well on the first one.
The radiator reconditioned, new battery, everything.
Can we pop the bonnet and have a look?
We can, yeah, you're nearest, you pop it up. Obviously, then what we do with them all now, as a matter of course, is the fuel pressure regulator, new fuel pipe there, the bit in between. That had already been replaced at some point. So yeah, basically everything.
New battery there as well, by the
new battery. Yeah, it's had a lot done. But luckily, and we steam cleaned it underneath.
I was going to say, it still looks original. It doesn't look like it's been restored. No. It just looks.
It hasn't been restored at all. It's just been recommissioned, and it's too nice to do anything with it, I think. You know, I mean, like the rocker cover. You know, you look at that and you think it'd look nice refurbished, but then it's original.
I know. And where do you stop? So once you've done the rocker cover, you'd be like, oh well, I don't know, I pinned the strut tops or something. Then
that's it. Then
just goes on and on.
You end up fully restoring an original car. So personally, I think it looks absolutely fine as it is. I like it.
Because that was the thing with this car. Even though it was a barn find, it was all original panels, just
everything.
It's basically like a Survivor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's a great car. I mean, you know, when it came, it didn't look that great, but with the steam clean under the bonnet, we've steam cleaned underneath the car. But what we've done underneath is we've just removed the dirt and grime. We haven't removed all the wax oil because the wax oil's protecting it, so we've just removed the dirt and grime. And Jonathan came on Friday to have a look at the car. He looked underneath and couldn't believe it because you can see all the original white paint everywhere. And we'll put it on the ramp.
We'll put it on the ramp. The car has been cleaned, but it is going to get properly detailed, isn't it, Paul? It's going to get a good going over.
Yeah, a young lady called Sam who owns Wade's detailing, and she also owns Wade's Transport. She does professional transportation of cars. She actually delivered the car to me here for Jonathan. She's collecting the car a week on Monday to a week tomorrow. She's going to do a full detail on the car, and then Jonathan will collect it from her. You can drive it home, obviously, because we've MOT'd it, so it's all done, ready to go. So that'll be a big transformation for the car, because like now it still looks great, but it hasn't got a glowing shine.
Hasn't got the pop.
No, but when she's
She could machine polish it and
proper full detail.
So you see it's MOT, Paul?
Yeah, it's MOT.
Can we take it out and go for a little drive?
Yeah, we'll go for a little spin in it. Yeah.
I went. So here we go, Paul. My first time in this car. Nice and compared to my car, it's nice and quiet and rattle-free. Mine's a bit. I think I might have to bring my car down for you, Paul. You can do some work on it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it drives well. They're a bit soft on suspension and that when they're original, but drives nice, no rattles, clunks. Obviously these aren't the best roads in the world for it, the country roads, but it drives well.
So obviously just standard power at the minute, there's no tunes or anything like that on it?
No, totally standard injectors, everything.
No, quite a nice car.
Drives well, doesn't it?
It does. It's quite nice to sit in as well. Like in the passenger seat, it's quite
Seats are nice and firm as well, aren't they, for its mileage?
Do you remember, I've always said this, but I love the seats in the old RS cars. The Recaro seats are just
brilliant.
really, they make the cars. Did it go through the MOT perfect? No advisories on it?
Nothing strange. But to be fair, obviously there was no corrosion, no rot on the car, and everything mechanically that really can go wrong has been replaced.
Yeah.
And it pulls well as well, because Jonathan said when he bought it was a bit fluffy and missy, it was misfiring.
Right.
I would have think just been old fuel. But now with new fuel and all new lines and everything, it's perfect.
Perfect. Back in the garage, Paul, and up on the ramps.
Yeah, as you can see, we've given it a quick steam clean off. We haven't gone mental to try and remove all the wax oil and everything. We've just removed the dirt and grime. Obviously I did it up on floor, so there's a few bits like this that I'll do now it's on ramp. You can see I'll just get a cloth and wipe it off.
Wipe it down.
But it shows how mint the shell is.
It is. But I've not seen it a lot of the time, but for an old Ford, I think these Cosworths do survive quite well. I don't know if it's because people care about them.
I think you're right, because I'll tell you what I found as well. The 3 doors always seem a lot better than the Sapphires, and I think it's down to the fact that
they're a bit more special.
Yeah, and that isn't knocking Sapphires. No. I think it's a little bit like the same with Series 1 turbos and Series 2s. The Series 1 was a lot more radical, wasn't it? The big arches, and so they just tended to be a bit more special, I think, without trying to knock the Sapphires. So they tended to be better looked after. But they surface rust on bits and pieces, but
it's still a 35-year-old Ford at the end of the day, isn't it?
It's absolutely mint. I mean, you can still see all PDI marks there, look, on rear arms and that. Yeah, there's some light surface rust on them, but, it's as good as you get, really.
So, obviously, you've put fuel filler, fuel pump,
fuel filter,
fuel tank,
new fuel rubber there, new fuel tank.
Exhaust.
While we're at the back, new brake pipes on the rear, new brake flexes there, you can see. All new reconditioned calipers. The shockers were fine, they're not leaking, they're in good condition, so there was no need to change them. You can see there, the new flexes and what have you. New exhaust, all the fuel, the brake lines and the fuel, main front to back fuel lines were absolutely fine, so we left them. New bushes in the front, as you can see. We went for the polys. They're the soft ones, though. They're not the rock hard ones. These are the soft ones. Just because really the original ones don't last 5 minutes, to be quite honest, and you struggle to find them. But again, reconditioned calipers, you can see the front brake pipes were perfect. The ABS works perfectly. The light goes out as it should, so the sensors obviously are working fine. New flexes again on the front. New steering rack, because they were leaking. New tracker ends. You can see there every single power steering pipe has been replaced with new, because they were all rotten and gone through. So I think putting it on the ramp just shows how mint the shell is, really.
It is good. And the radiator as well.
Yeah, reconditioned radiator, new bottom hose there, that metal one that corrodes, so that's had a new one of those.
Who does these? Is that steel still, or is it stainless?
Stainless. And
Stainless.
I buy most of my stuff from Graham Good Racing. The reason I buy it from Graham is it's no hassle. You ring him up, if he says he's got it, he's got it.
He sends
a lot of
it
these
out.
places, you order it and it turns up for 3 days. Graham's has a lot of this stuff remanufactured himself.
He does a lot of Ford, like OEM type stuff, doesn't he? It's like genuine.
Yeah, he's had a lot of stuff remanufactured as Graham Good Racing, so I buy everything off them. I deal with Darren there. I ring him up, the stuff's here next day. It's, very fair prices. I just,
Hassle-free.
Exactly that, hassle-free, and the parts turn up. The exhaust, everything came from Graham Goods for this car. But them systems are nice, aren't they? Because they fit exactly as the original system.
It's nice. I was seeing when it was parked out on the drive there, it just looked mint with the new fuel tank, the new exhaust. It just looked
you
mint.
see it from back, it looks great, doesn't it? I mean, it'd be nice to take all these off, wouldn't it, and blast them and powder coat them or whatever, but that stuff...
But like you see, it's only original once.
I know, that's the trouble.
And how far do you go?
That is the trouble.
How far do you go?
It is nice to see it original, but Jonathan, I was speaking to him when he came. He's not a mechanic by trade or anything, but he's quite clever. He's not stupid, and I think things like this he might do himself. He might decide to take the beam out, get it powder coated, but that's
put it
up
on
to
some
him.
axle stands and have a go.
Exactly. We'll put a new strap on the tank as well while it was on, because they're rotten and corroded.
Did you get the tank from Graham Good as well with this strap? Santa?
Father Christmas, I've seen what I want as usual. I get the fuel tank, believe it or not, from Sierra's R Us. Them lads look after me. They do me a good price for the tank and the strap, so I always buy them off them. But yeah.
Cool, nice.
Looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
When
nice usable car. And
yeah, but when you look underneath, when you look from here, there's people look underneath. You don't get much better than that, do you? Even the jacking,
all original.
Even these they're not jacking points, that's the problem. Even these haven't been
crushed
hammered
to
death. There's a little bit, but they're not.
Not totally knackered. You can even buy replacement panels for those bits now, can't you? From
if they're rotten.
Who does them again? I forget the name.
Express panels.
Express panels.
Yeah. But obviously you can see all new discs and everything on it as well.
Nice. Nice car, mate.
Yeah,
nice car for Jonathan. Nice, usable Sunday driver, isn't it?
I think he'll be very, very happy with it once he gets out and about in it. I'm sure he'll be happy. And I just want to say thank you to Adam Green, because I was getting behind a bit with work and Adam helped me with this car. Just came and give me an hand to get it done and get it finished for Jonathan. Just with that much workload, sometimes you just need an helping hand, and Adam came and
so I've made you too famous now, Paul. You're getting too much work in.
I don't know about that. Yeah, famous in my own lunchbox. Yeah, but good. Yeah, I'm happy. He drives, he drives well.
Drives lovely, nice and quiet, nice standard car.
But yeah, to look at it, it just looks completely original, doesn't it?
Which is it's where the money is. It's where the money is now as well, isn't it?
Of course it is.
People want them original.
Absolutely.
If it was mine, I would put some coilovers on and put some big 17-inch wheels on.
You race it to death, wouldn't you? Yeah. I don't think you would, to be honest. I think
not with this one. I wouldn't.
I think you'd leave it alone.
No,
I would.
It's too original.
Yeah.
Nice. So is this what you're going to clean the underside with, Paul?
Look at that.
What's that thin? It's like panel wipe.
It's just a panel wipe. It's just a degreasing agent.
It's coming straight off.
It just shows you've done it how absolutely mint the floor and that is on this car. Look at that. Where do you find them like this?
You don't, do you? Not many anyway now. Certainly not for the price you paid.
Come up fantastic, won't it?
And if anyone's wondering, this is how they came from factory, isn't it? This is where the floor number's stamped in.
That's right.
And they just kind of a bit schultz something over it.
There's a lot of areas that are painted black. I've never really been able to get to the bottom of it. I've heard different
stories. From factory, they're like that?
Yeah, they come
like
from
this
factory.
Is black, isn't it?
And I've been told, one story was, it's where the robots pick up. With the sensors to be able to move them or fit things. But how true that is, you never know, do you?
Might be just where the robot scratched the undersail or something, and they just.
Yeah, and they just blag it black. Well, yeah, even this side will be the same, I think, Adam. Look.
Oh, it's coming up nice, isn't it?
Look at that.
So is that what we're going to do? Just spend half an hour with that and just give it a wipe down?
Yeah, I'll take it, but I'm not, like I say, I'm not trying to make it concourse.
No, just
because you know, Jonathan was on about putting a coat of clear wax oil on it to keep it mint, you know. But I think, to be honest, if I was Jonathan, I might spend a couple of days under here, just
half a day. Oh dear.
yeah, just making it perfect. But well worth the effort, isn't it?
It is. Yet again, thanks to Paul for having us down, and to Jonathan, the owner of the car, for letting us just document this and bring us a story on the car. Yet again, mate, thanks for having us down.
You're welcome.
A couple of people you want to say thanks to?
Yeah, if I can. First, Adam Green, as I say, who helped me with this car. Dragged me out of dirt, really, because I was getting a bit behind. So thanks to him. Graham Good Racing, who supplied the majority of the parts for this car. Brilliant service. Sierra's and Rose, they supplied the fuel tank. And that's it, yeah.
All right. Right again, mate. Thanks for having us down. Thanks for letting us video it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, fellas. Oh, I will also leave a link to the first video I done on the car. I'll leave that in the description of this video. But yet again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.